no Hearts of Oak player picked him. It was a run from the edge of the box, and then you could see that again Kotoko are much into this game, and I'll not be surprised if they get a third goal, Benghazi.
Big balloon there from Zakaria Husseini, and out it goes for throw in for Hearts of Oak. 60 minutes played. It means Kotoko and Hearts have got 30 more minutes to either hold on to their lead or come back into this game. Long ball to the Pablo's half. Kwadwo, but back to the Phobian half, control now by Shuab Sharif. Sharif on the ball for Phobia. Kicks a long one outfield, looking for options. Ball headed back powerfully, and it drops in midfield. Cleared now by Kotoko, but straight to a Phobian player. Captain for the side, a new man upon Afani. Get the ball to the left side now. Phobia on the chance. This could be a chance, and Samba O'Neill defending strongly. A player is down though, so ball has been cleared, and out it goes for a throw-in
for Hearts of Oak. A Kotoko player is down the turf, and that looks like, who could that be? Seth Kojo looks like, who is down the turf. So how times will change. It is not the fabulous lads who are singing and chanting their team anthem.
Well, I hope it is not a game of two halves. But of course, Hearts of Oak had Kotoko in the first half. They had some chances, and they scored a brilliant goal. And then, of course, we saw Asante Kotoko coming in the second half. Right from the start of the second half, they went on.
And then the replay is for the goals.
Brilliant goals.
The first goal for Kotoko. That is Peter Amidou. The cross came, look at it. And then the header from Kwadwo Yadom into his own net. Poor one from Kwadwo Yadom. Second goal, long ball. And then Kwaku on a run again with Kwadwo Yadom again. Kwadwo unfortunately cleared the ball and it only came off the body of Amwa. And then Amwa with a beautiful cutback. And Poku had the gaping goal to plant the ball in. Brilliant goal by all standards. A gift of brilliant goals there from Kwame Poku to make it 2-1 for the Fabulous team. Ball in the Hearts of Oak. Control the ball beautifully in their own half. Accra Hearts of Oak. Kotoko with the ball. It's an infringement too. A referee will call the ball back. Referee will call the ball back. So there it is now. Game gets underway. On the right side is Amankwa. Imana Amankwa for Hearts of Oak. Get the ball to Kakari. He goes in full now. Kakari on the ball still. Kakari with a chance. Shoots one. He's been blocked again. Hearts of Oak with the ball again now. And Rasha comes in. And out will go for a goal kick though for the Fabulous team. Shot flying way off target. So it is a goal kick for Kotoko. Taken there by Kamara. Kamara looks for an option. He finds one in Zakaria Husseini. Husseini as always with a long kick outfield. But the ball has been cleared and headed back to the Phobian half. Has to work on the ball now though. Raphael Amponsa in midfield. He finds his man on the left side. Stephen Osei Apia. Asari goes down. Represents place to go on. Play goes on. Lord Amwa. Ball in the area of Kotoko. Good ball looking for the run of Kampoku, but that was too strong a pass. And out the ball go for throw in for Hearts of Oak. Kwadwo Yadom knows time is not on their side. So he rolls one down to his goalkeeper. Sharif Shuab, who intends finds captain for the side now. Then upon Afrani, his pass not good enough though, but drops for Raphael Amponsa. Referee says that should be an infringement for the Phobian team, as Amponsa was fouled by Kotoko Zakaria Husseini. And has to work in their own half. Good ball in field. Ball be cleared though by Aqua for Kotoko. Now to Enchi. Enchi on the ball now in midfield, looking for options. Always brilliant on the ball. He goes down, an infringement against the Phobian side. The big man himself, Emmanuel MP, has been so impressive with the game today. On the ball, so calm, collected. Brilliant personality as well from him.
Yeah, I think he's done so well, Benghazi. And, well, Kotoko are showing that they are a very good side who can actually hold the ball, move to the wing, sending crosses, and then Hearts of Oak will look like a team disjointed, a different team from what we saw in the first half. They need to get their act together, Benghazi. If not, they might concede a third goal.
Samba O'Neill locates Albert Tam on the right side now. Albert goes in, goes past one man now, but ball declared, ball blocked, and the fullback take over the ball now. Hearts of Oak trying to initiate an attack on the ball. The goal scorer for Hearts of Oak. Hamza Issa, good ball infield, and ball declared. Do by Zakara Husseini. Brilliant clearance from him.
Super defending, Benghazi. Great defending, but then again, a great ball right in front of Hamza Issa. But then, kudos to the defender of Kumasi Asante Kotoko. Right there, he was falling, but then he made sure that he got to the ball before Hamza Issa.
Making sure that Hamza will not have any chance to sniff in front of goal for the Fabulous team. So the referee though, the flag went up, so offside. All right, offside the Phobian club. So free kick taken by Kamara Mohammed. He locates Samba O'Neill. O'Neill back to Kamara in goal for Kotoko in this evening's encounter. Another floodlights. Kamara with a long kick. It drops to Poku. Poku locates his man Amidu on the left side. Can he get the ball to him? No. Ball be cleared. And out it goes for a throw-in. Ball thrown in now by Aqua. The referee says Amidu was impeded by Emmanuel Mankwa. So an infringement again for the Fabulous team. One more chance for them. One more chance for entry to attempt a one at Sharif Shuab and go for the Phobians.
You know, they look disjointed, and across of folk, the defense a bit fatherless, I must say, at this moment, because of course they missed the services of the goalkeeper Benjamin Asari, and then Kelvin Osesibe, who was brought out. Well, we don't understand why he was brought out, but two mistakes have caused Crash of Folk this evening here.
A free kick for the Fabulous team. Again, Emmanuel entry behind the free kick for Kotoko. He's got about 6 men in the box to look for. Will he go for direct one on goal, or will he look for options in the box? Emmanuel entry with a free kick. There he comes now. It goes in, a good one, and a poor connection from Kampoku, out for a goal kick.
Well, gradually, Benghazi, tick-tock, the time goes. But again, it was a very good cross that was sent in, and it found the target, but just that the connection was a poor one. You could see two players of Kumasi Asante Kotoko, yes, going in for the ball there.
Amoa and Kampoku. The ball drops to the Kotoko midfield. Poor pass though, and the Phobians are on the ball now. Hearts of Folk control the ball. Hussein, he finds Kakari on the right side. Kakari control the ball now. Back to his man, Amponsa Raphael. Amankwa to Kakari again now. Now to Raphael. Amponsa, good ball in full now. Header comes in, a chance, and headed out though by Samba O'Neill. Hearts of Folk on the ball again now. On the left side. Cross comes in again, and again O'Neill with a clearance. Drops to Kakari on the ball now. Chance for him. Goes to the byline, and that was a poor one for Kakari. Out he goes for a goal kick for Kotoko. Indecisiveness for him. He had so much space on his left side, and once again a brilliant cross coming in from the left. I told you about the crosses. Well, in the second half, Kumasi Asante Kotoko have dealt with the crosses well. This was a chance to send either a shot or a crossing, but it was poor decision making from him. And then, well, for now, Kotoko can breathe. Kotoko can breathe and can breathe easy. Kakari Martin should have done much better with a chance. He has totally fluffed it. Goal kick taken by Kamara Mohammed. Ball drops. And first with that ball though, it has to focus left back Ransford Mensah to Sharif. 4-1 from him. Ball drops and will be cleared though. I cannot be cleared to Yadom. Yadom gets the ball in midfield now to Amponsa Raphael. He finds Amankwa Emmanuel. Amankwa to captain for the side now. Daniel upon Afrani to Schwab. Schwab with a clearance into the Kotoko half. Flicked on beautifully. And on the ball now for the Phobian club is Hamza. Hamza on the ball still. He goes to one man easily. Hamza goes in full now. Shot comes in. The ball has been blocked. Obviously, space to go on and play that's gone. Entry on the ball now for Kotoko. Entry controls the ball. He finds Lord Amwa on the right side. Amwa on the ball now. He goes in field. Challenged and brought down. Referee blows for an infringement for the Fabulous team. 70 minutes played now. 20 minutes to go. Still Fabulous Kotoko 1. 4 behind House of Folk 0. Sorry, 2-1 for the Fabulous team to say.
Yellow card for House of Folk player number 10.
And then the man got down, yellow card again, flash to Hearts of Folk. And that is the man, Stephen Apia, sorry, the left winger for the Phobian Club. Flash with a yellow card for that tackle on the Kotoko attacker. There it is, man in pain on a tap still. So temporary hold up at this stage as the game is halted. Because of treatment given out to the Kotoko player.
Well, now the onus lies on our coach Masudi Dramani, and the way forward here, the instructions that he would give. And what next for him? They have 19 minutes to go. Trust me, it might just be the President's Cup, but then again, it would go a very, very long way to inform his season, to inform what would happen when he takes full control in preseason. So, yeah, yellow card obviously confirmed that Rashford Mensah also receiving another yellow card from referee for dissent. He actually went to complain and receiving a yellow card in there, but then good game so far.
Game restarts and a poor one from Entry, so throw in for Hearts of Folk. Throw in for the Phobian Club. Ball thrown in by Amankwa Emmanuel. He finds captain Opong Afrani. Long one from him, but straight to goalie for Kotoko, Mohamed Kamara, who this time around says, no gift for you, Hearts of Folk. Hamza Isa, the man who scored the only goal for Hearts of Folk. Kamara knows his team is in control and with a lead, so taking some time on the ball. Long ball from him though, headed down by Kwampoku, by the drop to Kakari Martin. He goes back. Amankwa with a clearance, nobody in particular. Ball reconnaissance to the body of the carrier and cleared, and out it goes for a throw-in. Throw-in for Hearts of Folk, who know they must chase this game at this stage. Dramani's team are chasing it, and Kotoko bringing on substitution again. Baba Yaya is coming on for Seth Kwadwo. Baba Yaya join Kotoko from Kumasi in Faisal. And look at that. Rafael Amponsa is pushing Seth Kwadwo, and referee will not have any of that. Referee says yellow card if you misbehave, and that's so.
Well, he's taking his time to get off the pitch, and again the emotions would come. It is not just a President's Cup. Anytime it is football, Hearts and Kotoko. Well, trust me, the emotions would come to play here, and he wanted to help him get off the pitch, but then referee would have none of that. So
there's a man on now for you, Yaya Baba Yaya, as he's called in Kumasi. House of Folk with a chance. The shot comes in and it flies over the upright though. That was coming in from Ransford Mensah with a shot, but it was always rising. And over the crossbar it goes for a goal kick for the Fabulous team.
Of course, when desperation sets in, you decide to go in for long balls like this, and I'm not surprised at all. Don't be surprised to see a lot more of these long balls from Accra Hearts of Folk.
Chasing the game, the Phobian Club. Kotoko was a try and extend the lead here. Yaya Baba on the ball now. He finds the man on the right side. Amma with a cross. It drops though and will be cleared by Hearts of Folk in midfield now. Good ball over the top, looking for the run of Kakari Martin, but that ball cannot get to him. It's been cleared. Peter Amidou now on the left side for Kotoko. He comes in field. Peter Amidou. He finds Emmanuel Entry. Entry with a good pass. Amwa is onside. Cross comes a chance, and what a miss from Kampoku. He had a gaping goal in front of him, but he could not make it. Look at that. Look at that. He was always falling. He was always falling, so couldn't connect the ball very well. And so out the ball go for a goal kick for Afutuo.
There was some kind of pressure from David upon Afrani, and he made sure that, well, Kwame Poku didn't have full control of that ball there. If not, it would have been 3-1, and I'm sure that would have been that.
That would have been that, but the Phobians are coming back. Another poor pass from Kakari, and Kotoko again will come through. Amadou gets the ball to pass his man now. It is a 3 versus 4. Referee has blown for what? Referee has blown for what? He has blown for offside. Wow. Let's see it again. Where's the offside? He goes in for the ball himself. Kwame Poku was the one who was off. He didn't go for the ball. So where was the offside here? Where was the offside here? Well, play goes on though. Afutuo with the ball in their own half. Sharif Suab control the ball in his own half. Sharif for the long one outfield, looking for option. Ball headed though. Afutuo again now. Runs for Mensah. Good ball to Kakari now. Chance for Kakari. Goes in full now. Chance for Kakari. It's a goal! But the linesman's flag is up. The linesman's flag is up though for offside. Linesman's flag is up for offside. Look at it. Kakari with a chance. Let's see the replay. One past his man. And the cross came in. He was clearly offside.
He was offside, Benghazi.
He was offside.
He was offside. Good call.
He was clearly offside. Good call
and the fans would not be happy with that call at all. But a good officiating from referee. And another yellow card has been flashed in the mix. A lot has happened after that game. After the linesman decided to put his flag up. And a correct call from him now would see the decision of the referee.
Let's see the replay again. There it is. That's the first one. Kakari is onside. He's onside, so Kakari gets the ball. He goes infield, goes past one man. Let's see. He's still onside. Now let's look at the man here. He's still on. Let's see. Let's see. There it is. He was clearly offside.
Yeah, of course.
He was slightly offside.
Right call
So
from the referee. And the players are not too happy. And again, we are disadvantaged in our part of the world, Benghazi. We don't have the luxury of VAR to get another view or give the referee a chance to review for everyone to see that indeed it was an offside. But as I would always say, the referee has the final say. They are in charge. They are like a judge, and their decision would stand still and would have to continue play. Hearts 1, Kotoko 2, Benghazi.
It is what it is. Offside is a call made by the referee, and for the replays, clearly he was offside, slightly offside. So we are waiting to restart the game here. Live on GH1 TV, a coverage of the President's Cup. Live at the Accra Sports Stadium. 78 minutes played. Hearts down 2-1 against Kotoko. We have about 12 minutes of action left in this game. Temporary hold up here at the Accra Sports Stadium.
Well, referee Reginald calling someone. I think good job so far. And a good call from Kwesi Brobe, Emmanuel Dolagbanu, and then Charles Bulu are the men who have handled the game so well. And I think they deserve applause. Well, keep going, coming in from Coach Masudi Dramani.
So game about to restart here again. An infringement for Kotoko in your own half. Kamara, Mafia relief man. Long ball from him though into the House of Oak half. Headed back. Magraheb Yadom, flicked on. House of Oak again. Chasing the game. On the ball for the fullbacks in midfield now is the man Raphael Amponsa. To the right side now he goes. Kakari Martin. Martin goes in full again now for Afutuo. Kakari on the ball still. Can he go past his man? No, he can't. Ball cleared. Referee don't blow for an infringement for Afutuo.
Or a chance for Afutuo to send the ball into the box and make amends, Benghazi, because we have close to 11 minutes to get to 90 minutes and some additional time there. Of course, that stoppage from the goal that was chalked off because of offside would give us some additional minutes. But then goalkeeper Kamara would have to come to the party this evening for Kumasi Asante Kotoko and get the win for his side.
So an infringement there for Hearts of Oak. 18 minutes played here at Accra Sports Stadium. 10 more minutes of action left here. Plus at a time that is an infringement, and Kotoko will defend this. The Phobians have got men in the box to look for. This could be dangerous. Karim Martin behind the ball for Hearts of Oak. The human wall being formed by the Fabulous team. There will be a 3-man human wall formed by Kotoko. And will this be the leveler for the Phobians? Let's wait to see. Bakari Martin together with Nkansah behind his free kick for Accra Hearts of Oak. Bakari goes in, and a beautiful save there from Kamara. Mohammed saving coolly for the Fabulous team. That's what a good kick from Bakari Martin, on target, and well saved there by Kamara.
Well, I told you, you need to come to the party, and he's come to the party with this good save. I mean, that mistake earlier in the first half was unpardonable, and he's made amends, I'm sure, Benghazi.
Made amends with that save from the earlier mistake he made in the first that led to the goal for Hearts of Oak. The Phobians with the ball in the half now, cleared a long one in there from goalkeeper Sharif, headed out by Zakaria Fuseni, out for a throw-in for Hearts of Oak. Picked up ball by Amankwa. He finds Kakari, goes in for good ball from him now. Shot comes in, is in block. Referee says what? Penalty! Referee has blown for a penalty for Hearts of Oak.
Drama, Benghazi, pure drama. And look at Kamara. Kamara walking to the referee, disagreeing with that call there. But it is football for you. And as I said, the referee would always have the final say. And this time, referee Reginald calling someone has pointed to the spot. And what is it going to be? Would we see the equalizer
again now? Shot coming in and clearly off a penalty.
Clearly, Benghazi.
Clearly coming up
clear penalty. You see the distance from
away from the body.
Exactly. And so a good call once again from referee calling someone. 82 minutes of play, Benghazi.
Penalty for Hearts of Oak. Can they redeem themselves with a spot kick?
It takes a man of courage at this point of the game to get up, pick the ball, and say, send me, oh Lord, I will do the work for you. And it will take another courageous man in the form of Mohamed Kamara to step up and save this penalty. 83 minutes, Benghazi.
And look at the man with the ball. Kunadu Yadon has to pick the ball up. He's a man who made 2 mistakes for the Fabulous goals. Can he redeem himself? Is the question.
Benghazi, there is a song running through the mind of Kunedu at this moment. Redemption song. He wants to redeem himself. Let's see if he can redeem himself.
Kunedu Yadom leaves the door for Amankwa Emmanuel. So Amankwa Emmanuel for Hearts of Oak with a penalty against Mohamed Kamara. Amankwa v. Kamara. Amankwa versus Kamara. Kamara in your shots. Amankwa here for Hearts of Oak. 84 minutes played. Penalty for Hearts of Oak. Will this be the leveler? Amankwa will have to go in. Amankwa Kamara. Will it be the leveler here? He goes in, he shoots, it is saved. What a miss from Amankwa Emmanuel. He went in, the run-up was poor, and he has missed the golden chance for the Phobian club.
And look at Karim Zito. Karim Zito is up on his feet, but it was a poor kick from Amankwa. Goalkeeper Kamara decided to stay put to his spot He didn't move, and he was there, and he was gifted a ball. Well, don't forget that Kamara gifted a goal, and he's been gifted a penalty. A good decision-making, but a poor one from Amankwa. The fans of Accra Suffolk will never forgive him for that poor kick. Trust me, if the goalkeeper moves, it would be a great goal. But this time around, it was a poor kick from Amankwa.
A poor one from Amankwa, but game resumes. An infringement for Hearts of Oak in their own half. Long kick there from Apon Afrane. He locates his man on the left side. Mensah Ransford, who now finds Kwadwo Yadom. Kwadwo gets the ball in field now, all the way to goalkeeper Sharif Shuab. Shuab comes all the way out of his goal area, looks up, long ball from him, looking for his man up front, control on the chest, but cleared there by Lord Amoa. Kwadwo Yadom control the ball now, but again we're still by the Fabulous team now. This could be a chance. Kotoko with a chance now. Ball is good to Albert Amoa. 10th round though. And Yaya cannot get to that ball. Referee has blown for an infringement for Hearts of Oak.
Benghazi, what a game we've had. What a game we've had. Missed penalty, an offside goal, and of course a comeback. This has been a super game from Accra Suffolk and Kumasi Asante Kotoko. I'm sure for the neutrals it has been a good one, but for the fans of Accra Suffolk, they would have expected much from their team, especially with the way they played in the first half. Kumasi Asante Kotoko played better in the second half and substitutions.
Substitutions there. Defender Harry Ansu coming on for Mikria midfielder Emmanuel Entry. So the idea for the coach is simple. Best man Entry going out midfielder for a defender Harry Ansu. Clearly the coach wants to close the shut-up shop for Kotoko against the Phobians at this stage.
Good decision making from Abdul Karim Zito, very, very experienced man. We've seen it all. Karim Zito, don't forget that he won 2 FA Cup titles. Karim Zito with Dreams FC and then Kumasi Asante Kotoko.
Kwadwo Yadom on the ball now for Hearts of Oak in his own half. He looks out for options. A long one from him. Headed powerfully down, but straight to Kamara, who will try to waste some time. Why not? Finally has saved it for the Fabulous team. Mohamed Kamara, going to go from Guinea. Last season,
I think he's had a good second half, and at this time he would want to whisk away some few seconds and spend some time with the ball and make sure that the final whistle comes very soon for Kumasi Asante Kotoko.
Kotoko on the ball now in midfield. Brilliant play from Samba O'Neill. He finds Patrick. That's Peter Amidu instead. Peter on the ball, but attack will break down. Kotoko regain the ball again though. Good ball from Aqua. Aqua looking for the run of Kampoku. Kampoku though is stopped by regains the ball and has been brought down for an infringement for the Fabulous team.
Cannot believe it. Cannot believe it at all.
Kampoku bringing him down for an infringement. So Kotoko with some minutes of action left in the game, with their noses in front, trying as much as they can to close the game at this stage.
Oh, the Porcupine boys are up and doing, and look at their fans, of course, on their feet, dancing to brilliant tunes. Can they kill it off here, Benghazi?
Let's say they can here. 88 minutes of action done here. Free kick for Kotoko. 3 men plotting behind the ball against the Phobian team with 3 human wall as well. Entry is up though, so somebody from a step up for this free kick. Who will it be? Who will it be? Let's see. It comes in and a 4-1. 4-1 and out it goes for a goal kick. That came from Albert Amoa. But that was very poor one from Albert Amoa.
A poor one. But then again, they can just, still maintain their composure, defend very well, and this cup, 2025 President's Cup, should be theirs as Asante Kotoko.
Referee has blown for an infringement for Hearts of Oak in midfield. Picked up by Apon Afrane. On the left side they go, and that's the man, Ransford Mensah. He goes in field. Pass is good. Controlled fully by this man. He goes down. Referee says play should go on. Ball will be cleared by the Fabulous team. But straight to Kakari Martin. Kakari with a shot, and over the upright he goes for a goal kick.
And an ambitious one. He had his right back just in front of him. He could have gone for the option. He decided to go for glory, and they are still down by 2 goals to 1, Ben.
That was selfish play from Kakari Martin when he had Amankwa making the run on the right side, but he chose the wrong option of a shot, and over the crossbar it goes. Goal kick for Kotoko. Ball kicked in by Kamara, headed powerfully though by Kwadwo Yadom. That was clearly an infringement as a referee. 90 minutes done. We are into at a time of 4 minutes. Into at a time of 4 minutes in this game. Can the Phobian club get back to this game?
Accra folk would need a miracle from the gods of Accra. They would be on their knees crying, hoping for a last-minute miracle. Only Jesus can save them at this time, Benghazi. But it is football, and in just a second, anything can happen.
Ball in the area, and will be coolly saved there by the goalie, but clash of heads there. So the medical team have been called up. I can see blood oozing from the Phobian player. Who is this? There's blood all over him. So the medical team have rushed in there to attend to the players. There it is, clash of heads between Ansu and the Phobian player. That was a poor one. That was a bad clash there of heads. Let's hope they are all well.
Well, if we should end this way, Asante Kotoko would be adding their 9th title. Yes, and of
in
course,
the President's Cup.
Yes, in the President's Cup. So they won in 1973, 1984, 2004, 2005, 2008, 2016, 2017, and then in 2019. Well, is it going to be Kumasi Asante Kotoko in 2025?
Let's wait to see. We have about 3 more minutes of action to tell, to confirm whether the Fabulous team indeed will end up as winners or the Phobians will have a last laugh.
But I think it's been a brilliant game so far, and in fact, we're done with the 90 minutes. It has been a brilliant game with what we expected. We've seen goals of late. Anytime Hearts and Kotoko meet, it's very difficult to see about 2 or 3 goals. But this time around, it has come to play. We've seen an own goal. We've seen a goal chalked off for offside. We've seen a penalty missed. And trust me, what more do you want?
It's full of drama.
Full of drama,
everything you would expect from a tough game. A big clash. We've seen it here at Accra Sports Stadium.
And it is a welcome party.
Look at the bench of Accra folk. They look dejected.
Yes.
They look sad. They look lost.
But for this Kotoko fan, in high spirit, trust me, if he would need to dance all the way home, he will dance all the way home, Benghazi.
It's fun here at Accra Sports Stadium. That is if you belong to the Red Army. If you are with the rainbow colors, not too fun at this moment.
Well, I wonder how the Honorable Okulu would be feeling right about now. And the schoolboys are not left out of the action, Benghazi.
Look at that.
Them.
Our brothers from the SS who are here supporting the teams here at Accra.
Well, a dejected
Amankwa, Emmanuel, he made a penalty. What could be going through his mind at this moment?
Trust me, Benghazi, a moment just like Asamoah, it was close to the end of the game. If he had scored, it would have been a different story. We would be looking to take penalties here, but then good decision making again from goalkeeper Kamara.
So fortunately, Kwadwo is up on his feet. Head heavily bandaged though from the clash of heads with Henry Ansu. But both players are up on their feet, thankfully. So game will resume in no time.
Well, Benghazi, Masudi Dramani would have a lot of work to do. They had a good first half, but in the second half, they were all over the place, and some of his substitutions would have some question marks.
In fact, I still want to know why he took out Calvin Osei Esibe. I want to find out what happened, but let's continue the action here. Long throw, wow, from Kamara. Ball drops, but ball will be taken over by Kwadwo Yadom for Afutuo. Kwadwo Yadom on the ball. He locates his man in midfield. He turns beautifully, but ball will be cleared. Chance for Afutuo now. He goes in field. Chance is still, and the Hasbrook team again will control. Amankwa finds Kakari. Kakari back to Amankwa. Amankwa to his man. A chance, and what a useless effort and miss. the two of them were on different wavelengths. Miscommunication, and a chance goes a begging.
Benghazi, it was the last chance, I believe, for Hearts of Oak to make a statement, to put smiles on the faces of their fans. But then we'll see last-minute introductions from Coach Masudi Dramani as to whether they would make an impact. Well, you never know. We've seen players come on with their only touch, score some goals. But for now, Kamara will take a very, very long
one from Kamara, flicked on by Yaya. I guess the ball to his man, Peter Amedu, who I'm told has been named the MVP for the game today. And referee has blown for the end of the game here. It is all over the Accra Sports Stadium. The foul plus from Kumasi came all the way from Kumasi to Accra. And they have brought Accra down, brought the Phobian Club down with a sumptuous comeback win over Accra Folk. End of play scores here at the Accra Sports Stadium. President's Cup. Hearts of Oak 1. Foul plus Kotoko 2.
Benghazi will go down memory lane, trust me. It would be one that would always remember. It had everything in it. Hearts of Oak had the first half. They could have scored more in the first half. Kumasi Asante Kotoko came strongly right in the second half, scoring 2 quick fire goals, and we saw reaction from the boys from Kumasi. He went on to lead the game, and then Kumasi Asante Kotoko had to concede a penalty. Well, before that penalty, there was a goal rightly chalked off for offside, and then the penalty came, and Amangwa, well, would have...
And there you see the players, NG and Amwa celebrating the dance.
Amangwa would have a nightmare tonight.
The school kids are not left out as well. It's all celebration and fun here at the Accra Sports Stadium. That is if you belong to the Red Army. Kotoko have won the President's Cup for the 9th time, defeating the Hearts of Oak Club by 2-1 here at the Accra Sports Stadium. And they'll go to their fans and applaud them in the stands. And the fans will respond.
Of course, Kamara doing a yeoman's job, and look at the fans with their flags, waving it from side to side. And the fans, of course, have that good cohesion with the players. And indeed, it's going to be a long night, full of celebrations for Kotoko fans tonight. But I'm sure that some of them might miss work tomorrow, Benghazi.
So it means that this season, Kotoko have had the upper hand over the Phobian Club. Don't forget, they beat them in Kumasi in the league by a goal to 0. Albert Tama with the only goal scored in Kumasi. Then here in Accra, the game ended barren 0-0. Today, Kotoko again have beaten Hearts of Oak by 2-1 to win the President's Cup.
Masterclass from Abdul Karim Zito.
And there you see them.
And he's done a yeoman's job. As I said earlier, he had a good record coming against
And then your
Hearts of
shots
Oak.
now is Hamza Obin, Kotoko's deputy coach now, formerly with Hearts of Oak. Now deputy coach at Kotoko, Hamza Obin, and the Kotoko last captain, Samba O'Neill. There you have the women and men from the Ghana Navy, the band giving us a display here before the trophy are given out, or the trophy is given out to the deserving winners, Kotoko, here at the Accra Sports Stadium.
Great game it has been, Benghazi. Great game, and I'm sure for our viewers and listeners who joined us from their various homes and, of course, in their cars, wherever they joined us from, would have enjoyed this game. It was a good one, and I hope that Kumasi Asante Kotoko can go on and have a good display when they get to the CAF Confederations Cup next season, because they are champions of the MTNFA Cup as well. And a good shot stint by Abdul Karim Zito, and I'm sure that they will get him some players to build up his team. For Masudi Dramani, I think that he has to be given some time.
All right, so it's all over at the Accra Sports Stadium. And guess what? It is the Porcupine Warriors who came all the way from Kumasi, Asante Kotoko. Kumasi, and they made sure that they won this one. I'm all excited because it was a great game by all standards. It was end-to-end action, pulsating, 90 minutes. And what did we see? 3 goals scored in this one, an own goal. The first goal scored by Hearts of Oak in the 24th minute by Hamza Issa. And then it was Kwadwo Yadom scoring an own goal. And then when the penalty came up, Kwadwo Yadom stepped up, unfortunately trying to make sure that he redeems his image. But unfortunately, it did not end that way for Hearts of Oak. And then Kwame Poku in the 53rd minute. So in the 52nd and the 53rd minute, quickly, Kumasi Asante Kotoko had to seal it all. So it's all over at the Accra Sports Stadium. Kumasi Asante Kotoko crowned the 9 times now when it comes to the President's Cup. They are winning their 9th President's Cup trophy. Remember also, this is the 18th edition. Let's go over to listen to Monica Bukari as he interviews Coach Masu Didi Dramani.
Coach of Accra Hearts of Oak, Didi Dramani, to have a word over what just happened. It's quite unfortunate for Accra Hearts of Oak.
I think it's part of the industry. At a time when we're controlling, and then we lost a key player, and then it was difficult to reshuffle, and then they took the chance clearly. So you have to acknowledge that.
Talking about your key player, will you say Osei Sibe was the reason why Kotoko has just taken over?
No, I think the injury maybe was a force majeure, and then also serve as the right purpose to have more players having a chance to play. And then we are in a progressive process, and so we expect that anyone who has the opportunity can do it. But I'm very, very impressed with the composition and the executions.
Are you satisfied with the current team that you have that played against Kumasi Asante Kotoko?
I think there's a lot. It's early days yet. There's a lot to put in. There's a lot that we have done. There's a lot that we'll put in, and I believe that we'll get there. With this crop of players, with some small adjustments, we should be there.
Did you miss the services of Benjamin Asari in post today?
Oh, I think that every player is very, very important. He's the number one. He's a national team goalkeeper, and so we wish to have everyone. But I think that Soaib, gave a very good account of himself.
Now, before I let you go, a word for your fans with what just happened.
We love them so much. We love them for coming, and I think that we want to see more of this. We'll come out with very good performances. We'll come out with very good energy and effort. I think that we were all satisfied with what they did.
Thank you very much. We wish you all the very best as you enter the 2025 season. So that was Didi Dramani, coach of Accra Hearts of Oak, who just lost to Kumasi Asante Kotoko. I've also been joined by coach of Kumasi Asante Kotoko, Karim Zito. Congratulations, coach.
Thank you very much.
Now tell us, you, like I asked you earlier, never lost against Accra Hearts of Oak, and now again with Kumasi Asante Kotoko, you have really proved that you have what it takes to take against Kumasi Asante Kotoko. Tell us, what was your plan?
The plan is to come to win. Before a game, you have to ask you, what do you need in that game? So when I sat down, I saw that, no, we should go for the second cup this year, because we had wanted to go in for the league, and we couldn't. So now, let's specify our supporters with the President Cup. And remember, this is the second time I won the President Cup with Kotoko against us. So it was mentality. You saw the way we came into the second half. It was far better than the first half. And I'm very happy that we won.
Tell me, how is the feeling like for your players as well?
No, everybody wants to win. The moment the win comes, we don't feel anything apart from happiness. We are all happy. And I'm very happy that my supporters too are happy. So we are here to make them happy. And since we are able to make them happy, I'm okay. Happiness came through no other team than Accra as a whole. So we are very, very happy.
Now tell us the way forward. What do you have to say to your fans?
I think I introduced some few players I recruited. And then, we've qualified for Africa. So we are going to start preparing for Africa. Very soon we'll go to South Africa. From there, we'll start planning. But I think we'll play the champion of champions before that. So it's all part of preparation.
Right. Thank you very much. We still wish you all the very best. We've also been joined, that was Coach Zito, coach of Kumasi Asante Kotoko. I've been joined again by Kumasi Asante Kotoko. Congratulations.
Thank you, thank you.
Tell me, how do you feel?
Oh, I'm the pass, because the other year, the
Na catch me na plan ben amu wa mo de be musia.
Oh, plan na e wo mu na se ebe we ne match no. Ye free fie ba ye preparation na na de anse e ba be we na nyame adom so ye timi awe ne match no.
Congratulations, Bio. Right, so thank you very much. We'll still be speaking to more players as well. Very soon to the presentations will be taking over. Yes. I've been joined by Opoku as well. Congratulations, Opoku.
Thank you.
The
game was very, very tough game. Like we didn't start well. But later part in the game we came in, that's how come we had the second goal as well.
Now you winning against Accra Hearts of Oak here on home soil, which just happens to be the home of Accra Hearts of Oak. Tell me, how do you feel together with your teammates as well?
We are very, very happy for ourselves, for our technical team, the new players, and then to the Asante Kotoko supporters. So I say this is just a stepping stone for all of us. We're looking forward. We will try to win as much as possible. We try to win every cup that comes our way.
We wish you all the very best for the Wave 2025-26 season. Thank you very much. Right, so that was Kwame Poku of Kumasi Asante Kotoko that we spoke to. I've been joined by my colleague. Mutala. Mutala, tell me, we've spoken to Coach Didi Dramani. We've spoken to Karim Zito as well. Karim Zito has never lost a game against Accra Hearts of Oak, and this time around he repeated the same thing again. Tell me, what are your reservations about today's game?
Yes, great game for the neutrals, great game for both sides, and in fact, as you mentioned, history has a way of repeating itself. Karim Zito has come to the nation's Wembley to show the oldest club in our land, Accra Hearts of Oak, that of course, when it comes to beating them, he has the medicine, he has the antidote to that. But if you watch the game, indeed, both clubs, both teams showed energy, they showed resilience. Tactically, you say that, yes, Kotoko a little bit ahead of Hearts of Oak, especially in the second half. They back from recess, they realized that they did that, got 2 quick goals in the second half, and of course, they carried the day. But for those within Hearts of Oak, I'm sure Coach Didi Dramani has been telling you about the fact that the captain, the absence of the captain, the Saisibe leaving the pitch in the second half greatly impacted on the performance of the club. But I think that both clubs have showed what it is. We have enjoyed football here. The atmosphere was wow. Can we have this? For how long can we have this? Is it going to be a one-off? In my mind, the kind of football, look at the atmosphere, very charged, very, very interesting day. And for Kotoko, I think that for the 5th time, they have been able to beat our Accra Hearts of Oak here. And it's a great game. Taking the trophy back to Kumasi, it's a great feeling for the Kotoko fans.
And it's going to be a great feeling for Tumfo 32 as well. But tell me, you know, normally when Hearts and Kotoko meet, it's always a tough game. But today, will you say it was a fair play in both sides?
If you look at the energy showed, especially right from the first 10 minutes, Kotoko dominated. Hearts of Oak came in, got their goal, then they dominated. The atmosphere was there for them to be able to push on. Back from recess, I don't know what Coach Didi Dramani told his boys. They raised their game, they played, they got the first goal, pushed on within a minute or two, they got the second goal. And in football, once you have the momentum, I tell you what, you are going to push on. But interestingly, the Phobian had a penalty. And of course, the penalty is one of the difficult things to take. The energy, the pressure, and all of that. But unfortunately, the goalkeeper did well, saved that. And of course, they have to be able to win a game, to win a trophy. You need to have a moment where your goalkeeper can save you, and that is what they did.
Exactly. Now, let's take Osaisibe for instance. Osaisibe was phenomenal for Accra Hearts of Oak in the first half. But throughout the game, what will you say? I think that Kotoko's goalkeeper was incredible for Kumasi Asante Kotoko.
Absolutely, especially after that hauler that led to Hearts of Oak first goal. I think that within the second half, he actually distinguished himself, and I think that Kumasi Asante Kotoko deserved the trophy this evening.
Fine, let's talk about the penalty taker himself. For me, from where I started, I watched him. It's kind of, it brings so much tension, penalty. It was a very feeble shot from him. Will you say it was the very best of shot that you had to take for Accra Hearts of Oak?
You know, football has a way of telling its own story. in football, one would tell you that when there's a penalty, we do know that the clubs, they do know who is their first penalty taker. But the point is that once there's a penalty at this pressure moment, the player that grabs the ball, you allow that player to take the penalty. You realize that the player that took the penalty, at some point in time, he tried to have a go at the goalkeeper, tried to take that, but it didn't work. But of course, that is how football works. And once football is like that, you just have to take it and move on. But I think that he could have had some way of taking the penalty, the way and manner he did. The goalkeeper did the right way by guessing right, and he got that.
Talking about the euphoria here at the Accra Sports Stadium from the beginning, afternoon, all the way even from morning, people started thronging the stadium. I mean, the euphoria here, the atmosphere is kind of electrifying. Do you think the supporters came in their numbers to support their own teams?
Look, I'm seeing students in uniform
here
at the Accra Sports Stadium. And guess what? One Shatta Wale was here. The whole atmosphere was charged.
Was electrifying.
Electrifying and all of that. You see, that is the beauty of football. If we can have this, we can have this for a very long time. We can plan this for a very long time. I'm thinking that the president can, the organizer can find a way to more or less expand this particular trophy tournament and make it a tournament. What has happened to the top four? Maybe we can look at it and make the President's Cup a one that can be top four clubs can compete, or even spread it across the country. But I think that if you ask me, this is a very great atmosphere for football game, and I enjoy the atmosphere. I enjoy the moment. A Sunday night. I wish today is a Friday. I wish today is a Friday.
I know, right? Now, talking about publicity of this whole game itself, I think publicity also went down very well to inform the stadium, the players or fans to also throng the stadium as well.
Absolutely. So earlier in the day, you didn't see that coming, did you?
At all.
That after 2 p.m. then you check the back of the stadium, then you realize that something was about to happen. And indeed, the whole stadium was full, unless some people have the opportunity to even watch it out and GMV and all of that. But if you tell me, if you ask me about this game, earlier in the day, the signs were there, especially after 2 when the organization, super organization and all of that. And a great congratulations to the organizers for putting together this one. And of course, the president for allowing this game to come out. He was here, and you see the atmosphere when he came in. Great football atmosphere. And for those of us who have been at the stadium, for those who have watched elsewhere, will tell you that they have indeed enjoyed themselves. I've not seen an atmosphere Hearts Kotoko game. In fact, the last Hearts Kotoko match before this, I was here at the stadium and most of the stands were empty. Today, the atmosphere was different. Everybody that matters is in the stadium. I think that it's one great thing for Ghana football. If we can move on from here, if we can pick the pieces from here, I think that Ghana football, especially in the pre-season time, will have some very interesting moments to share.
This has been an incredible 2025 Ghana Cup President's Cup, where President himself, His Excellency President John Dramani Mahama, made his way for the second outing to be here at the Accra Sports Stadium. Earlier on, we told you his first outing was to watch the Black Stars play against Chad, and that was their training sessions here at the Accra Sports Stadium. And this time around, making another majestic step to come here to watch the President's Cup Ghana Cup 2025. Presently, as we speak, we are watching President John Dramani Mahama putting around all the regalia exactly on the necks of the Phobians as well. Very unfortunate for Accra Hearts folk taking this.
Of course, Monica, if you look at an atmosphere like this, you would love to be going home with a gold, right? But now Hearts of Oak players are taking on the bronze. I don't know what will be going through their mind, but a football match, an atmosphere like this, you want to be at the winning side. But of course, once you get it wrong, I think that Didi Dramani has seen something. He's now getting his team right. He's seen a lot of things that going forward, he will be able to put things together and make sure that he gets a great team for the future. But I think that if you look at this Hearts of Oak squad, like I mentioned earlier, their captain, the absence of their captain, especially in the second half, they could make a case for that. But of course, football, the players are more than 11. So you have about 18, 25 and all of that. But of course, today has been a beautiful day. President John Dramani Mahama is honoring the players, especially the runners-up.
Yeah.
Absolutely, Accra Hearts of Oak. And of course, you could see that live on your screens over there, trying to edge the players on. And the atmosphere alone,
and that is Accra Hearts of Oak getting down from the podium after taking his medal.
All right, so wherever you're watching us from, these are live pictures there from the Accra Sports Stadium, and it's the presentation time. There you see the president, the first gentleman of the land there, making sure that he classed these lads, Accra Hearts of Oak players there, with that silverware, winning the silver. So unfortunately for Hearts of Oak, they came, they saw, on their home soil, they lost. All right, so Eric Bequin, yeah, I know it's a great one for you. You, in 2008, won it with your Kotoko lads, and this time around, you're in the studio here observing proceedings, and what a joy. What is the feeling like for you seeing Hearts of Oak? And look, listen to what Karim Zito said. He said joy has come, and what a way joy came, and it came through Hearts of Oak.
Yeah. I think that was a great quote by my only coach, Coach Karim Zito. I think, Joe, before the start of the game, I did said one or two things which have all, manifested. I told you about this game can make you and unmake you at the same time. That's true. And that is what happened to the guy who went for the penalty kick. I mean, he was not ready for the kick, because looking at the one who went for the ball, he was much ready. To play. But they came, I don't know the communication that came from the bench for them to swap, the penalty taker. Also, the game itself, I told you that the second half, if Kotoko should go for all the duels and then win all these second balls and come to the party, Kotoko will get the win. And the second half, you saw when they came to the party, everything showed that they have come to the party to win. So I think kudos to the players. They've shown mental quality in this game. I mean, for that comeback within 2 minutes, getting 2 goals, it's a thumbs up to them. They've done great. I also told you that this game is going to be game for these two coaches.
That's true.
Yeah, to exhibit what we are expecting in the upcoming season. I mean, their trump card will win the day. Whoever throws his trump card, look at the substitutions that went on. Most of the substitutions were so tactical. Yeah, so I think the best team won. The best team that took their chances, because the second half was electrifying.
Exactly.
Where end to end, everybody is firing, no conserving any energy. Everybody is blowing all cylinders, and I think it was a great game that we witnessed.
Okay.
Even apart from the winning to my darling club Kotoko, we have seen, the glimpse of the upcoming season. So we urging the fans to troop into the stadiums like this. And through that, the boys too know that people are watching them, people are enjoying them. Those days, there were Champions League and then a Premiership going on, but people still troop into the stadium to come and watch us as we play. Yeah.
All right. So just gone by were the officiating referees. They were awarded the Reginald Collins Samoa Referee of the Day. The first assistant, Kwesi Brobe. Second assistant was Emmanuel Dolagbanu. And then the fourth was Charles Bulu. But it is now the turn of the champions of the 2025 President's Cup, Kumasi, Asante Kotoko, Okumapima, Apembeba. They've come all the way from Kumasi, shown their mettle. They came, they saw, they have conquered and made it the 9th President's Cup for themselves, taking it into their cabinet once again. Listen, what a way to end the season. What a way to obviously also sort of start a new season. They are now getting how many trophies? They are waiting for the champion of champions against BBN Gold Stars to find out whether they will make it 3 for themselves in the cabinet this season. Kumasi, Asante Kotoko. So on your screens currently, the players filing past, taking their medals, their gold medals. Kwame Poku in your shot. Amwa there. And listen, for me, this is a toast of good football that we've all enjoyed on your screens. And you wouldn't get this anywhere apart from here on GH1 TV and on our Go TV. Lots of commendations coming in from people who are watching from far and near. I mean, from the United States of America, messages coming in to live, Eric Bequin telling him they are watching live and the pictures are good and everything. You
guys have shown class. I mean, you have shown class. And even the pictures that people are sending to us, you can still see the quality. You can feel it.
Sure.
This is visible. You can see that. I mean, you guys are doing so well. And always I do say that when we are applauding you, it's the time for you to work extra harder.
That's true.
That's true. So it's a good game that we witnessed. It's a very, very good game. And I did tell you that Kotoko is more comfortable playing in Accra than Kumasi.
That's the truth.
So if Kotoko should come to the party, I mean, they will win the day. And it did happen when they came to the party.
All right, so the president of the land, I'm talking about the first gentleman of the land, President John Dramani Mahama, they're giving the players the gold medal. The Kumasi Asante Kotoko technical team there on your screens currently taking their gold medals. And we have the captain waiting to lift the 2025 President's Cup trophy. So we've been counting it down and it has come down now to the final day and we have seen the champion. It is Kumasi Asante Kotoko who are lifting the trophy, and we'll be seeing the president hand over the 2025 trophy to them very soon. They'll be going all the way to Kumasi to go and present this to Otumfuo, obviously. And what a way to end the season, and what a way to end this particular game. The Minister for Sports and Recreation there, Honorable Kofi Idi Adams, and also the chairman for GALCA, Mr. Kofi Ansah, John Kofi Ansah, making sure that they put this together well. And also the chairman for the sponsorship committee, Dr. Tony Albin there, all in your shots there. So the president is being ushered to go and lift the President's Cup trophy to give it to the captain of Kumasi Asante Kotoko. So let's now head over to the Accra Sports Stadium, hand over to the team there as the president gives the champions, Kumasi Asante Kotoko, the 2025 winners of the President's Cup. On your screens currently, we have the regional minister for for the Ashanti region. He has promised them. And listen, this is the moment. I will need to call some of the players. Have you received your dollars? What is the story going to be?
Of course. He's going to deliver.
Yeah. So there you have it. This is the moment, Eric. This is the moment every player wishes to have. This is the moment every player has been crying for. Champions of the 2025 GALCA President's Cup, Kumasi Asante Kotoko. And what a way to make it happen for themselves. They come all the way and they play at the backyard of their wives. And there you have the bonfire there by the military, the Ghana Armed Forces, making sure that we have a beautiful day in celebrating our republic with this trophy. And I can see the likes of Kwame Poku, the likes of Amwa is going to go down. It's going to be a long night. The night is very young for them, but unfortunately for Hearts of Oak, they're taking an early night. They're going to take, I'm sure that the blankets in Accra is going to get finished soon. I don't know about the weather though. But then, hey, unfortunately for them, it's going to be not too good a night here in Accra. What a way to lose it, but at your backyard. Not too good for the Americans.
And you know, normally as footballers, when we travel for games of such magnitude, and even the distance becomes more shorter.
Yeah,
but when you lose, it's very, very far. I quite remember one driver said, when we lose and we are going, before you will not hear anything there, but the only thing you hear, Messi wow.
Oh my goodness. So everybody is dead silent.
Everybody is dead silent.
Nobody wants to say anything.
Driver will say, yo, Messi why?
But I can tell you for a fact that it was here when the Chapter O president himself did mention the fact that, listen, when they lose games like this, they end up in the stands. They are not able to even come out of their seats. Sometimes you try to walk to the entrance of the Accra Sports Stadium and you want to come back again because you don't know whether you're going home or you are still staying inside the stadium. Is that the story? Is that what we're going to be seeing written? Well, the story has been rewritten this time around. What are the connoisseurs saying? What did they say before the game? And obviously, we're going to see the different headlines, the banner headlines, have it on the various portals, on the various socials. It's Kumasi Asante Kotoko ending that winning streak of Accra Hearts of Oak. And the bragging rights, obviously, going to go to the fabulous lads. Fabulous they were fabulous on the day, and obviously they continue to be fabulous over the Phobians today.
$200 per game.
Oh, yeah.
Greater Accra Regional Minister also promised the Phobians 1,000 Ghana cedis per game. I wonder what will happen.
And now the 1,000 has gone down the drain. Kumasi Asante Kotoko, champions of the Galka 2025 President's Cup. The mayor said that every goal that they score is going to be $200. So now they have $400 for scoring those 2 goals against Accra Hearts of Oak.
But if it's $400, it's still the $1,000 is so much.
It's still relevant. It's still
but of course, who cares? Whatever is important right now is that coveted trophy.
Exactly.
And Kotoko came to Accra. They have delivered the blow again. For the 5th time in 6 matches, they have beaten Accra Hearts of Oak 5 out of 6. And that is wonderful. That is wonderful. That is really, really wonderful. For the Hearts of Oak, Kumasi Asante Kotoko. So for Hearts of Oak now, they have to go back, prepare. They have to go back, try to get their things right, and be able to make sure that they should be able to put out a strategy to be able to get things right, so that the next time when they are playing against Kumasi Asante Kotoko, they know that we are going to get a win. We are going. It's been a while. Hearts of Oak fans celebrated victory over Kumasi Asante Kotoko.
Right, so incredible atmosphere here at the Accra Sports Stadium. It was a 2-1 game against Accra Hearts of Oak. Kumasi Asante Kotoko came, they saw, and they have conquered. And they are taking the trophy, Galka President's Cup 2025, all the way to Kumasi to also show Tumfo as well. It's an exciting moment here, and this is where we bring it all to an end from the Accra Sports Stadium.
Asante Kotoko, Debesha, Asante Kotoko, Debesha ko.
Asante Kotoko say, yeah, yeah. Asante Kotoko say, yeah, yeah. Asante Kotoko, yeah. Asante Kotoko, yeah.
Right, so it's all over the Accra Sports Stadium. That was the story. I don't know what you scripted, and I don't know what you had scripted before this particular one, but the story has been told from the Accra Sports Stadium. It ended in favor of those who said they are the Reds. They painted Accra red. Accra is now red. I don't know about tomorrow what will happen. Accra is red, whether you like it or not. And then I wonder whether the Phobians, they will be leaving their stands to the house or they will be staying in there. But I can tell you, on the sharp contrast in Kumasi currently, it is all joy because they can't wait for that trophy that they are bringing from Accra to Kumasi to join the FA Cup that they won just some few weeks ago. And they're waiting also critically to make sure that they make it 3 trophies this season as they get to win, obviously, against BBN Gold Stars in the Champion of Champions. Will that be the case? Well, you can start writing, and I don't know what the connoisseurs of the game are going to be saying or they are going to be putting down. But hey, you're welcome back to the studio here on GH1 TV. We're still live and in charge, and we brought you this. And listen, you can count on us for nothing but the best when it comes to sports content. We gave it to you. We told you we were bringing it into your various homes on GH1 and Go TV, and we have delivered. And obviously, you wouldn't get this anywhere apart from here. My name is Joel Adume Champong. I'm still here with Eric Bequin. He scored several goals for Kotoko. Listen, when Hamza scored the first goal for Accra Hearts-of-Oak in the 24th minute, a lot of shimmers was sent down. There you see it, the very first goal. What was the story going to be like? And the stadium for the fans of Accra Hearts-of-Oak was charged. They were making phone calls. They were sending pictures here and there on Twitter saying so many things. It was home and dry. Then Kwadwo stood up, unfortunately for him, scoring an own goal in the 52nd minute when that cross came in. An in-swinger from your opponent, and then their header was from... So somebody will tell you this was from a fabulous cross to a Phobian own goal. So a fabulous cross from to a Phobian own goal there. Kwadwo there in the own goal. And then they had to put the cherry on the cake, or put the icing on the cake, you want to say it. It was Kwame Poku in the 53rd minute, just after the 52nd own goal there by Kwadwo and Kwame Poku. What a way to put the cherry on the cake and make it their 9th President's Cup win here at the Accra Sports Stadium. Well, so on your screens, if you just tuned in, we brought you that particular game live on GH1 TV and Go TV. On our various platforms as well, on our various EIB platforms, on Star 103.5, on Kasapa 102.5, we brought you live the game also in Kumasi, Ebusian FM, and Ultimate FM. In Takoradi Empire and Go FM, we're all giving you live coverage of this game. Radio 360 inside in Koko also brought you this game live. Thanks to our EIB digital team doing a great job on social media, the production team at Accra Sports Stadium, at the OB, inside the OB van, Monica and the rest. Listen, it was a great production put together. The likes of Kwame, the likes, everybody made this a success. From our bosses, our CEO, our COO, Bolare, Santok Singh, our general manager, Nanaya, everybody who put their cuts to make sure that we made this a success, all right? Thank you so much, the cameraman, everybody who made this show a success. But hey, before we wrap up the show anyway, let me find out from Eric Bequin, taking his final words before he leaves us. And I told you, I am going to take him on for this one. I'm talking about the serial killer. You see, I told you that Killer Bagbola show. He didn't turn up. He did not turn up. He did not turn up. Who did not turn up? The man himself who calls himself serial killer. He could not come to the studio because he saw it in that crystal ball that his side was going to lose. Anyway, for that Adonbote, who could not join us in the studio here, you lost. I wonder if he was at the Accra Sports Stadium, if he's gone home by this time or he'll still be in his car. Anyway, Eric, let me find out.
I'm sure he's still driving.
Then he's going to divert to a different, maybe he will end up going to Kumasi.
You know, there's this funny thing that happened during our time in Kumasi where I think we drew a match and the fans were so naive, they were so pissed. So Coach Bashir Ford was going back home. So he was sitting in front. So the supporters were insulting. Coach, they were insulting anyhow. Then the guy who touched Coach, and he's the same person that they are dissing. So when he got to where he alighted, and then
he got down.
Driver, so you know, winning is always a good thing.
Yeah.
But losing is a setback where you have to go and then reassess yourself well and come back. I'm so happy in a way because Ghana League is coming back. You can see some quality stuff that they showcased during the recess. They came in that they are good listeners, especially the coaches. They came in with their trump cards to play. So I think everything is showing that we need to love our league. We need to, come to the stadiums and come and watch them. Let's applaud, the organizers as well. As you said, they've done a great job. The preparation to this magnitude of a game, I think they've done so well. People who are watching from elsewhere, Niger and co-powers, they are all gathered in Adenta watching. So many calls coming in. I think EIB, you've really done a great job. And keep it up. We want to see you more in the league as well. It shouldn't be only the President Cup. We need to see you more that, I mean, with these quality pictures, players can get quality videos, I mean, to show to agents. So kudos to the management of EIB Network. All right. Okay. So this is coming from a legend. I didn't say it. The legend himself has spoken. So, yes, Penyah Kasa. Ojari Anaso Kasa. Ojari Anaso. It should be any baby. Anyway, all right. Thank you so much for watching. Listen, if you have not watched, if you have not followed the countdown, if you have not come along with us telling this story, right from the beginning, we told you we're bringing it to you live in your homes. It wouldn't have been a success. So thanks to you, number one, and we say thank you for keeping faith with us. Thank you so much. Make us your number one when it comes to sports, when it comes to anything at all. Yeah. So the man has started his charge in the studio already. Asante Kotoko. He tells you the love is still there. Yeah. Asante Kotoko. Anyway, so before we go though, let me tell you, this production was made possible by these wonderful people. If it wasn't for them, we couldn't have brought you the President's Cup. The likes of